Okay, so what we're going to do tonight is have a tutorial about the XM25 Airburst. First of all, we're going to talk a little bit about how to read the reticle information, what it means, and how to use the lock function for the Airburst round. So let me deploy, and I will give you guys a little look-see on how this awesome weapon functions. So, first of all, we're going to look down the reticle. On the left, you'll see that there's the Airburst notification. On the right, the range in meters. And at the bottom, it says lock. And what the lock function does is it adjusts the explosive distance for the Airburst round to burst at a specified distance, which you select by locking onto an object in your reticle, such as this wall in front of us. What this allows you to do is to lock onto the object and then put a round by moving the reticle off the object that you're locked onto to the side of it and shooting, which allows the round to burst or explode just beyond the range that it is locked onto.
Here's your ammo, pick it up!
Now, this has also got a failsafe or a safety mechanism built into it, so that if you're too close, now you see at the bottom of the reticle it says not available. That's because we're too close to the object to lock onto it. You have to be at a certain distance in order to use the lock mechanism so that you're not endangering yourself by the round exploding too close to you. It'll actually lock on pretty far away. For example, this wall here. What this is for essentially is to be able to target and strike enemies that are hiding behind cover. For example, here's a Connex that you can see that an enemy might be hiding around to the left side of. So what you want to do is point at the Connex, ADS, lock onto the object, and move your reticle to the left and shoot your round. That allows the round to explode just beyond the cover that you think the enemy is hiding behind or using. There's also another feature of this rifle that's really a fascinating and powerful feature, which is the direct fire feature. And you can do it both from hip fire, like this, where the round will explode as soon as it hits a solid object, and you can even lob them quite a distance. Okay, the round won't explode until it hits something. But a lot of people like to be able to use the reticle while they're using direct fire so that they can see highlighted objects such as enemies that are giving off an IR signature. The way to do that is to just quickly aim down at the ground, and you'll notice in the reticle it says that the airburst function is not available, which is fine. Aim down to the ground, and now wherever you aim in the environment, the weapon becomes a direct fire weapon, and the round will explode upon hitting a solid object, no matter how far that is. Okay? So this is a really good way to immediately get into a direct fire type mode with the weapon itself. There is another situation that you might run into using this weapon which requires you to retarget quickly. So let's go back to our wall right here. Now, let me come over here a little bit. Let's see, I'm going to try to find a decent example. Maybe I can use the wall again. Okay, so we have lock on the wall. It's about 17 meters. Now, let's say you think there's a guy hiding right behind this wall here. So you're going to lock onto the wall, move your reticle over, and shoot. You can get him, no problem. But let's say suddenly you see a more imminent threat behind the front of this vehicle right here, and he ducks behind there. If you're locked onto this wall and you try to shoot the guy by moving the reticle off to the side so you can get behind the vehicle, the round is still going to explode at the distance that this wall is. Okay, so what you need to do is descope and then re-scope or ADS right away. Now you'll see the range changes from 17 to 32, and now you can target that appropriately. All right, does that make sense? So if you need to readjust to a target of opportunity or a higher threat, even though you're locked onto something that's close to you, all you need to do is descope. Like here we are at this wall. You see somebody way far away, say behind, let's say behind this truck here. So you descope, and there you have it. Okay. You see how I did that? Those three different ranges real quick like that. So that's what you'll need to do if you find out that you need to change targets real quick. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching.